Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Scrap Mechanic in the Town, and today we have another fantastic build for you guys. This is actually another bank build. Of course, we had a bank in the old Camodoville. That was probably about 6 months ago, I believe, and that building was really nice, but I felt like we can do much better for the commercial district. So we built a new bank here, it's got a lot of functions to it, and we have a new armored truck. Now this armored truck is a big upgrade from the last one. You got brush guards, all the new pieces are on here. We've got a paint scheme that's very similar to, I believe it's called Dunbar. It's some sort of security service that they can take around your cash in their armored trucks, and they look absolutely mean. I love the black and red with the white roof on it. So we've got that, so there's a lot to show you guys here today. So remember guys, if you're enjoying Scrap Mechanic, hit that thumbs up button, it helps out my channel a whole lot. And let's go drive over to the bank. Alright, we are by the Starbucks and the Fresh Food Mart. We're going to drive over to the bank, which is on the opposite corner of the commercial district. Now yesterday, if you didn't check out that episode, that was our 200th episode, and it was a special building. It was an arcade that you guys have been requesting for the town. Came out really good. Actually, no, we're going to pass by it. Let's see, and would you look at that? I'm ignoring my own traffic laws. We installed working traffic lights and I'm running the reds. I guess technically I could turn on right, but I'm supposed to come to a stop there. So anyways, there is the arcade on the right side. If you want to check out that episode, it'll be linked in the description. It'll probably pop up on the screen. That was a really awesome episode. If you notice, we do have a new intro to the channel. It was Blue Space Studio who sent us a new intro, and he's been doing the channel art, and he's done a fantastic job, so I want to thank him for that. And you know what? I don't have the road finished to the left there. You know, we're just going to pull in front of the bank. I don't think I'm going to pull on property. Let's just pull out right here. We'll ignore the traffic. Oncoming, they can go around us. Now, as far as the truck here, it's got all the working features that you would picture on an armored truck. You've got all your doors, you've got a roof hatch, got a hood here, and the back. Now the back can be opened from back there, or you can open it up from the cockpit. I think there's some sort of procedure how they do this between the driver and the person that's actually in the back. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but for safety reasons, they are carrying around a lot of cash. So you've got that, and you've got your working lights here. So let's go ahead and hop out, give you guys another look at this, and we're gonna walk up in the back. Actually, let's use the side door here. And oh, it's stuck. It is the little glitch here. I don't know what's exactly causing that. That's just a thing, and I think it's something to do with the materials hitting each other, but I'm not 100% sure. So we can close that. So yeah, here's the inside of the armored truck. It looks pretty similar to the last one. It's just got a bunch of like lock boxes all up and down it to store the cash. You've got the little co-pilot here. And yeah, he just sits back here, delivers the goods. This job, I'm not sure I would like this. I've seen too many movies where armored car deliveries go wrong, and no, I don't think I could do this, but definitely this is a cool little vehicle. We'll have it on the workshop. I'll also leave it in the map with this download here. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the bank. Alright, here is the bank, and this is one of the more satisfying buildings to look at. It's got a really nice modern architecture to it. It's got a lot of features, a lot of curves on the outside. As you can see, it's got one of those corner entrance and exits. It's kind of built on a tower here. It's based on, we had several reference pictures, and you're probably going to notice here, and I'm going to walk up the side. You'll notice that some of the windows aren't even, and that is for a reason. I know my OCD kind of clicked a little bit when I was looking at it, and I was like, oh. But all the reference pictures that we looked at, this was based off a drawing, and I'm not really sure what the bank was called. I'll have to look that back up. But yeah, it's got everything. You've got your little drive-through here. We've got security systems set up. You can see the security cameras all over the building. Let's go ahead and walk through the drive-through real quick. Here's the drive-through window. Say if you need to actually drop something off, or you're a business picking up, dropping off cash. You can go here. Or you can go to the ATMs on the outside, so you would come in, you can deposit or withdraw, and you've got the little tubes that go up into the roof section, and they'll shoot it down into the bank itself. So you've got that. You can drive around here. We've left open a big lane, or actually you've got 2 lanes. One for the people driving in and then one for people on the ATMs. So yeah, you can come all the way around here. Now I am going to finish this street on the right side. We're going to pull this street out and actually probably create either a 3-way stop sign. I don't know how much further out I'm going to go. I kind of want to wrap this area up and try to make some more loops. So we'll probably stop about right here on the corner and send it up behind the police station and fire station. If you guys have any ideas about road layouts or stuff you would like to see, comment below. I would like to hear that. But other than that, you can just kind of get a look at the curves here on the bank. Very nice looking building. I want to thank Mr. Non-Newtonian and Scrubmaster for working on this with me. They are 2 pretty creative guys, and they've got a lot of cool stuff that they helped me with in here. So anyways, one last thing, we don't have a name for this bank branch. I don't really know what to name it. I mean, we could say something like Scrap Bank or Camodo Bank, but I kind of want a cool name for this. So if you want to comment below, let me know. We'll kind of decide next town episode. I know I talked a little bit about the diner from last week. We will set up that poll once I go back to the truck stop world. But anyways, let's go ahead. We're going to hop into the bank here. You've got your double doors. Really clean looking interior here. Now, we do have the dynamic lights up right now. I don't know how close we are to our limit. Hopefully not that close. We might have to cut some of these out, or I might cut some of them out in the older buildings. But yeah, this is a fully featured bank. Now, let me show you the spider web here. Check that out. Now, you're probably looking back at that corner by the vault. The vault has a working combination, almost like a lock. It doesn't actually lock down. That would be way too many bearings. But you do have to have a combination to actually get into it. So I'll show you guys that here in a second. Up above us here, you've got a little chandelier, and actually that chandelier is kind of bugged out. I can see it's twisted, the bearings sideways. I'll have to reset that and see if I can get it to set right. It's actually supposed to be kind of curved a little bit, but it does, it throws some light here on the ground. Now, as you walk in, you'll probably notice here to the left side, there's some offices here. One of these is going to be for the president of the bank. I think we decided that might be Scrubmaster. He was working on this office, and I think he claimed it. So this is Scrubmaster's office. Apparently he's our president. He's got a nice little office here. Got a keyboard, monitor, little trash can, and a lamp. Now here would be for the lenders. So say you're coming in, applying for a loan. You would come in, they set you down in this office, either accept or deny you, or whatever other business you would need to do at the bank. You can come into here. I don't know who works here. Maybe it's me. I don't know. You guys role play a lot, so you could figure that out. So got that. You got your little plaques, all your little certificates on the wall showing that you are 100% legit and we are not going to take your money. So yeah, this office is pretty nice. I do like the design. I like having these open offices like this. My first thought with the bank was that we're going to have a 2-story bank and have the offices on the 2nd story. But I decided to try to scale that back because a lot of that is unnecessary for the town. I want to be able to build more buildings opposed to building some stuff that's really big and unnecessary. So anyways, you're probably looking over here. Here's the teller counters. We've got 2 of them set up here. So you've got this little roped off area in between. So you come in, make your deposits, withdrawal, make loan payments, whatever you need to do here. Now, there is some security measures here, and as you can see, you've got a camera up here in the top left, and there's the employee door over there. So we're going to go back behind the counter and really explore all the things that are back here and show you guys just how this bank truly works. Alright, we're ready to go behind the counter here. Here's the employee entrance. I've been thinking a lot. I kind of want to do another little short movie, and I picture using this bank, maybe some sort of heist film for Scrap Mechanic, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. I would like to do something more creative like that. It's been a while. Sometimes I like to do kind of creative intros, but I'm talking about a full-on, maybe like 5-minute little movie. So we might do that. I think it might involve the town. I've got a lot of ideas running through my head. But anyways, back here, this is the security section. You've got all your monitors here to watch the cameras. You've got your grid boxes. I just kind of made it look like a little corner office. We were running out of some room in here, so it doesn't have its like dedicated office. But I think it looks pretty good. You've got the little chair on a bearing. And you got your little security officer could sit back here and watch the monitors. I don't know, this would be kind of a nerve-wracking job. I don't know if I could do this, watching monitors, waiting for that bad thing to happen, even though it's probably not going to happen, but you have to be constantly on guard. So you've got that. Here's the back of the teller counters. They got little computer screens. This is what I'm using right now. Yesterday, or actually it was a couple days ago, we had a viewer creation episode, and he was using these signs for the monitors, and they're so flat, it actually looks pretty good. So you've got their monitors here. You've got the place where they can grab some cash down under here. Now these red buttons, we're not going to press them yet. Those are the panic buttons, and they will set the alarm off, and that alarm is quite loud. I do have the game turned up a bit, that way you can hear it. But anyways, let's go ahead and walk back here. There's the vault. Here's where the little drive-through teller would set. He's got the computer over here. This is where the tubes, they feed through the roof and they come out here, and he can take deposits that way. And you've got this back counter here. So this is pretty cool looking, but I'm ready to demonstrate how this works. Alright, it is time to press the button. The button is the panic button, so we're gonna hit this and listen for the alarm. There we go. So say the worst case scenario is happening and you are getting robbed. You're going to hit that button here, and hopefully the police, which are really just right down the street, respond within hopefully a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. I mean, heck, they could just run out the door and run down the street and be here to the bank. So if I was ever to work in a bank, I would like to be at a bank by a police station. So that's that. Alright, we are on to the coolest feature of the bank here. We have a vault. But the only way to get into this vault is to enter in a passcode. Now, let me show you the spider web. Mr. Non-Newtonian hooked this up. You can see 3 clusters. You got one there, and one there. Those are 3 different combinations that you can click in to get into the vault. Now, Mr. Non-Newtonian has one, Scrubmaster has one, and I have one. So we can use any of those 3 codes and it'll open up the vault door. So, let's go ahead, and I have the most complicated code ever. So we're going to make sure this is set and ready to go. So we're going to tap this red button here, and my code, now picture this being a number pad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. My code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to hit the green button, and boom. You can see the vault door opening. Now, if you get that code wrong and you try to enter it in, it will set the alarm off. You'll get the red emblem up here and you won't get the green one, and it'll set the alarm off, and it's actually really cool. You kind of have to hop. It's a tight squeeze in between the door and the counter. But look at this. Here is our vault. This actually looks really cool. It's actually got a second little story on it. You've got all the little lock boxes back here, the big lock boxes. No telling what's in half of these. Probably some gold, tons of cash, valuables, whatever you can imagine being in these vaults. Let's go up here to the second floor. A lot of times they have like a little table out with some money on it, or maybe they're getting ready to make another deposit into one of the lock boxes. Alright, one thing I'm going to show you guys real quick. Check this out. This is all the logic that's built into the vault. Look at that. That's mind-numbing. I can't even stare at this. I have no clue what's happening here. This is how the locks are working. There's a controller back there for the actual the door. So yeah, that's a whole cluster. There's a ton going on down there, and I have no clue what it is. I'm not really a logic guy. That's Morley Kahn and Mr. Non-Newtonian. I just simply like to build stuff that looks good. One last thing, there is a button here. This is for if you have friends that like to troll you. This has already happened to me several times. I've been locked in the vault, and we didn't have a panic button for the vault, so you can hit this button, it unlocks it and lets you out. Just in case you get locked in, you wouldn't want to stay in one of these overnight, I wouldn't imagine. So, anyways, that pretty much wraps it up for the bank. You know what? We better close this door here. There we go. And it's going to lock itself. I'm going to give you guys one last view of the outside of the bank. Now, as far as our next town builds, I'm going to be jumping around. Tomorrow, we will start the neighborhood. It's not going to be a huge episode because I have a lot of setting up to do. There's a lot of streets to lay out. I'm going to be finally using a lot of those viewer creation houses that I couldn't put into the town because of the limits. So we're going to go check that out tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode with the bank. Comment below with suggestions for new town builds. I think, as far as what I have planned next, I believe we might do a movie theater next. That's been requested quite a few times, and I've got some neat ideas for that. Also, be sure to think about that little idea I had for the short film, maybe a heist scrap mechanic film, which I think would be really cool. So I would like to hear your thoughts on that. That would be kind of like a little extra thing because it's going to take a while to do. So we would put that together and possibly release that within the next couple of weeks. But anyways, folks, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Scrap Mechanic. If you'd like to like and subscribe, everything helps my channel. And we will see you guys next time in Scrap Mechanic. Thank you.